Tennessee Titans cornerback L'Jarius Sneed had his worst game of the season in Week 6 against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to show you what I saw on tape and today's film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans. Titans fans, welcome in to another film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans, your home for Tennessee Titans X's and O's. I am your host, Tyler Rowland, 25 years as a Tennessee Titans fanatic. I've covered the team for Sports Illustrated, USA Today, and I've hosted the #1 Tennessee Titans podcast, Locked on Titans, for 6 seasons. On today's film breakdown, we're going to take a look at the performance of L'Jarius Sneed, who had his worst game of the season in Week 6 against the Colts. It was ugly out there, and the saddest thing about it is L'Jarius Sneed actually played pretty well for about 40 minutes of the game, 50 minutes of the game, but the last 10 minutes, the wheels completely fell off. Now, before we dive into the film, I do want to let you know that Tic Tac Titans is your home for free, year-round Tennessee Titans film content, so make sure that you get subscribed, stay subscribed, throw a thumbs up on the video, throw a Titan up down in the chat, and with that being said, as we always do, let's step into the film room. All right, our first play ultimately is an overthrow by Joe Flacco here. But again, it's a situation where L'Jarius Sneed simply gets beat in his assignment. And I would be curious to know what the coaching staff would say about this. But the Titans are going to run a 3 over, 3 under coverage with a blitz pressure up front. So you're going to see Ernest Jones come in and then Kenneth Murray come behind him. You're going to have Jalen Harrell drop back into the curl flat. You're going to have Roger McCreary play a curl flat. And then you're going to have Amani Hooker come down and be the underneath defender there in the middle hook. You're going to have Jarvis Brownlee Jr. in a deep third. Quandre Diggs dropping back from a 2-high look into a post safety as the deep middle. And then L'Jarius Sneed is the deep third on this side. And what you're going to see is this receiver right here ultimately is going to run a corner route. And I guess you could say maybe Quandre Diggs is supposed to take this route. I guess you could say that. What's going to happen here is you're going to have Alec Pierce come inside. And then again, I think it's Ashton Doolin is going to go on a corner route. But he's going to the deep third. So I think that L'Jarius Sneed should be going with him on this one. The safety getting over to this corner route would be incredibly difficult. But Sneed is busy looking inside here, and he ultimately just gets beat deep, and we're going to see this a lot in today's film breakdown, and you see the hesitation, and then him going with him. Would be curious to know whether Denard Wilson would say that Quandre Diggs needs to get to that, or if L'Jarius Sneed is supposed to have that responsibility. Either way, there's some confusion there, and that is not what you want, because if this is a better ball by Joe Flacco, it's a guaranteed touchdown. So this is an issue no matter what you want to call it. Not a lot of hard-hitting analysis on this one. If I'm honest with you, you're going to have L'Jarius Sneed up at the top of the screen, and he's going to have one-on-one coverage with the rookie Adonai Mitchell. And what Mitchell is going to do is, this is 2nd and 7. Mitchell is going to run a simple whip route. He's going to come fake inside and then hit to the outside. And I mean, one-on-one, L'Jarius Sneed just gets beat by the rookie. And look, it's just one play. Cornerbacks are going to get beat. That's a reality. Boom, there it is. You're not always going to win, but, I mean, that's a rookie, and L'Jarius Sneed gets paid way too much money to get beat that badly by a rookie. This is a critical 3rd and 7 in the second half. You have L'Jarius Sneed up here as the boundary cornerback. The Titans are going to run, looks like a cover 2. Guess you could call it cover 4, honestly. It really just depends what happens with the route on the outside, whether the corner needs to do it. But L'Jarius Sneed just gets way too deep for it being 3rd and 7, in my opinion. So what the Titans are going to run, I think what we can call it is cover 2. Deep half here, deep half here. L'Jarius Sneed is going to be flat defender. Jarvis Brownlee Jr., flat defender. And then you're going to have your hook defenders underneath right here. These 3. And the Colts are out of a trips bunch. And what they're going to do is they have tight end coming. I believe he sits down. Michael Pittman comes up here and sits down. And then Josh Downs just runs the quick flat route. And here's my gripe here. It's 3rd and 7. Terrible line, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's 3rd and 7. And just look how deep L'Jarius Sneed drops on this. I mean, you know, if the first down marker is right here, and you got Michael Pittman covered up right here, why are we back so far deep when it's 3rd and 7? I just don't quite understand dropping that far deep in this situation. Because what it allows is an easy throw to Josh Downs. And not only are we 3 yards past the sticks, but watch, juke. Like, you know, Josh Downs is a good player and a really quick player as well. So I'm not saying that he's easy to tackle in the open field, but right here, you're 4 yards, make this tackle. Right here, make this tackle. You force a punt, but he gets juked to the inside, and then it's a first down for Josh Downs. Like, that's just a critical play. And again, these are difficult plays. Josh Downs is a good player. Like, make no mistake about it. But L'Jarius Sneed is getting paid the type of money where you gotta make a play for your defense. And it's not just getting beat in pass coverage. He simply did not make enough plays. So what's most crazy about this is the wheels didn't really fall off for L'Jarius Sneed until the 4th quarter. Like, the plays that we've looked at so far, the whip route, you know, the play to Josh Downs, like, those weren't great plays, and you expect more out of Sneed, but they weren't absolute killers either. They didn't absolutely kill the team. But we get into the 4th quarter with a little over 10 minutes left, and Sneed's wheels just completely fall off. Like, the bottom completely falls out here, and it's incredibly disappointing. So the Colts are going to run Alec Pierce in motion to the other side of the field, and it's just him one-on-one with L'Jarius Sneed, and he just cooks him. Like, this is a guy on a rookie contract who was a 2nd-round pick who has been one of the better deep ball guys in the NFL this year, but I'm sorry. I expect my $76 million number 1 cornerback to win against Alec Pierce. Like, it's just incomprehensible, and you can tell it's just straight man coverage. That's what it is. You have Sneed, man coverage. Man coverage. Man coverage. Man coverage on the tight end from Quandre Diggs. Amani Hooker is the deep middle. And I get it. I get what the Titans are doing. They're saying, okay, we got Roger McCreary and Jarvis Brownlee Jr., the rookie, over here. We're going to leave the safety over here to help them most. And we're going to leave our number 1 $76 million cornerback on an island against a 2nd-round wide receiver. Like, I get the idea of that. That's what they should be doing. This should work. But at the end of the day, Pierce, who has been burning a lot of people, burns L'Jarius Sneed down the side. The pressure is a little late to get to Flacco, and no doubt about it on this one. No doubt about it. L'Jarius Sneed grabs him and holds him right there. I mean, and some people said that ball isn't catchable. I just firmly disagree. If Sneed doesn't DPI there, Pierce probably runs under that for a catch. And then look at Sneed, just laying on the ground in absolute disgust right there. Oh, man. So disappointing. This is the touchdown to Michael Pittman, ultimately the game-winning touchdown that he gets on L'Jarius Sneed. And, you know, this is backyard football. Let's just call that what it is. This is backyard football. You look, the Titans are going to run a full all-out blitz here with everybody coming. Everybody coming. And then there's 3 man assignments. Man coverage, man coverage, man coverage. It's backyard football, one-on-one, go in, I'm going to throw it up. And I guess what I really think needs to be discussed here is the Titans just need somebody to win. You know, someone has to make a play, and I don't just mean defense. I'm talking about the offense as well. Like, Joe Flacco makes a fucking play here. You know, like, he just makes a play, all right? Like, look at this. The pressure's on him. Free rusher coming. Back foot falling backwards and just tosses it up. Like, he just makes a play. And then Michael Pittman makes a play. Like, whether it be defense, L'Jarius Sneed needs to make a play on one of these. Make a play. You know what I mean? Like, I know that it's hard. It's not easy. I'm 5'0", could barely play high school football. I am not trying to act like it's easy. It's not. I could never do it. But these guys are getting paid so much money, specifically L'Jarius Sneed. At some point, you just got to step up and be the guy that makes the play for your team. That's what has to happen. At the end of games, the Titans are getting smoked in the fourth quarter because other teams' players are just making incredible plays, and the Titans' players aren't. And at the end of the day, L'Jarius Sneed, the reason the Titans traded for him and paid him the money is because he can make the play, and he has not made the big play. Jeffrey Simmons hasn't made a big play. Will Levis has not made any big plays of any kind. Ridley made a big play against the Jets, and that's basically it so far. Like, somebody just has to step up and make a play here. You know, it's one-on-one, me against you, man on man. Like, jump up, punch through the catch point, make a play. I'm not saying it's easy, but it has to be done, and the people who make the plays are the people who win. And at the end of the day, the Titans players are not making any plays. And it's just incredibly disappointing. You know, I like the call here to come after him. I like it. Let's not wait around. Joe Flacco is too experienced of a quarterback, too accurate of a quarterback. He's going to find somebody if you give him too much time. So ensure that he doesn't have time. This is what we want. We want Joe Flacco falling off his back foot, throwing up a lollipop. Like, this is a win. Now you just need your guy to make a play, and the Titans haven't done it all year long. So this play is just confusing to me. Alec Pierce beating L'Jarius Sneed again. It's very confusing to me. I don't quite understand what happens here. So what it looks like to me is a cover 3 zone. So the Titans are going to roll from a 2-high safety look, 1-2, right there. The Titans are going to roll Amani Hooker back to deep third. All right. Going to have deep third with Jarvis Brownlee over here. And I would think that it's deep third with L'Jarius Sneed right here. And then you're going to see Quandre Diggs come down inside. So to me, that's what this coverage looks like. But as I roll it, I guess, look how L'Jarius Sneed opens his hips so early. And he's like, he's playing underneath technique like he's got help over the top. So there's no way that he thinks that Amani Hooker is supposed to be helping him all the way over here. There's no way. Now, maybe, I guess, because I don't know. I don't know what the play call was. I can't know that. Maybe this is actually a match cover 4, which would be cover 4, cover 4, cover 4, cover 4. And what often happens is, again, why it's a match cover 4 is as the routes develop, these inside safeties and the outside cornerbacks declare who they're going to take, and it basically turns into a man coverage. But the way L'Jarius Sneed opens up over here at the top, look at that. Look how he's playing trail technique. He's trailing. So that means he thinks that he has help over top. So is Quandre Diggs being caught flat-footed by Joe Flacco here and waiting for this guy right here? So maybe Quandre Diggs is supposed to be helping on this. The way that L'Jarius Sneed play this, he's playing trail technique like he's supposed to have help over top, and he obviously doesn't. So I would be curious to know what the play call is here, what the design is, because everything about what L'Jarius Sneed does on this play tells me he thinks he has help over the top, but he doesn't. And then obviously he's beat. And I mean, luckily for the Titans, it's 2 times now, the first play we looked at and this one, where if Flacco was a little more accurate, the Titans get absolutely murdered in this game. They get smoked in this game. So they're lucky that they were even as close as they were. But this one, out of all the plays that we've looked at, this is the one where I'm confused, and I don't know for certain if this is L'Jarius Sneed's fault, even though it looks like it. This is at the very, very end of the game, and if we're honest, this was the play that ended the game for the Titans. The Titans are just going to be in man coverage across the board. And again, Michael Pittman just beats L'Jarius Sneed one-on-one. And what's crazy is, and I made this joke on the podcast, but like, Michael Pittman has a broken back, man. Like, he was supposed to go on IR, and then all of a sudden he's going to play, which is that gamesmanship from the Colts? Was it all a lie? You got to wonder. But if that's real, and Michael Pittman has a very injured back that he was thinking about going on IR with, and L'Jarius Sneed is out here getting beat by him twice in the two most critical situations of the game, like that's even more deflating. You know what I mean? That's even more sad, if I'm honest with you. But again, the Titans are in man coverage. So Downs is going to go into motion. Jarvis Brownlee one-on-one. Amani Hooker is going to stay with Downs. You're going to have Roger McCreary on the tight end. Linebacker is going to take a running back. You got one-on-one with L'Jarius Sneed against Michael Pittman. And then you got the deep middle man, Quandre Diggs. All right, and Michael Pittman is just going to run a crossing route across the field. And Sneed just gets beat. And it's not beat by a ton. It's not beat by a ton, but it's beat enough. And again, at the end of the day, the Colts players get paid too. But, you know, it's just got to be better. You just expect more from L'Jarius Sneed. Watch how he gets smoked off the release too. It's like immediate beat. Boom. He's just flat-footed. And Pittman's inside. And he's so far away. I mean, that's 3 yards of separation. Pittman goes a little vertical to keep the spacing, and it almost lets L'Jarius Sneed back into the play. But, like, again, you just got to make a play, man. You just got to make a play. You get paid too much money to let these things happen to you, you know? And for 3 quarters and 5 minutes, for 50 minutes of this game, L'Jarius Sneed played pretty good. It wasn't great, but he played pretty good. But the last 10 minutes of this game, he was a disaster. And again, that's close. But you got to find a way to be the one who makes the play. And Michael Pittman in both situations was the guy who made the tough play while L'Jarius Sneed did not. And that is not what the Titans are paying for at the end of the day. All right, Titans fans, that's my film breakdown on L'Jarius Sneed's poor performance in Week 6. Very disappointing to see a player with that sort of expectation play the way that he played. But again, it's early in the year, and I have a feeling that L'Jarius Sneed will bounce back. With that being said, on tomorrow's episode, I'm going to look at the other cornerback for the Titans, the rookie, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., and show you his excellent performance in this game. Also, we're going to look at the run game later in the week, so excited to dive into that as well. Before I let you go, do want to remind you to make sure that you get subscribed, stay subscribed for year-round free Tennessee Titans film content. Throw a thumbs up on the video. Throw a Titan up down in the chat. You can get yourself some Tic Tac Titans merch. I got hoodies, shirts, hats, stickers, whatever you would like. All of it helps support the channel, and I would really appreciate if anybody would be looking into getting some merch. So the description to buy some of that is down below, or the link to buy that is down below in the description. Nonetheless, that's going to do it for me. I am your host, Tyler Rowland, and as I tell you guys every single time, tighten up.